In today's episode, we'll be clearing up some of the confusion surrounding the conversion to the new modification system. We'll also be announcing the long-awaited return of the game quiz, and telling you about upcoming changes to turrets. Hello tankers, let's play a game. Can you guess what most of the comments on the last episode were about? That's right, the modifications update. It looks like for a lot of people, our explanation wasn't clear enough, so they think we've wiped or nerfed their turrets and hulls. That's not true. In fact, all of your equipment's characteristics are exactly the same as before. The only thing that has changed is the name. But let's explain this in a bit more detail by using an example. Let's say you had an M1 Firebird and an M1 Ricochet. After the upgrade, you received a Mark V Firebird, but only a Mark II Ricochet. What's going on? The reason for this is that every turret converts in a unique way. So the Firebird and Ricochet M1 were converted to a Mark V and Mark II, based on the upgrade level. If your Firebird was upgraded to level 8, then it became a Mark V. And if you only had an M1 and never upgraded it further, then it was converted to a Mark II. The most important thing here is that the damage, firing rate, turning speed and other characteristics have all remained exactly the same. Actually, if we had made the conversion as you would have expected it, that is, modification to modification, then the final characteristics for most players would have decreased. To understand the conversion better, check out the special table in our wiki. The link is in the description.
When we did the rebalance a few years ago, all M3 weapons were shifted from rank 15 to a rank 27. Because of this, players could not access the same turrets and hulls as they did before the rebalance, and all weapons became much slower and weaker. I remember this moment very well. I was a brigadier at the time. It didn't matter how many crystals were refunded to us when the garages were reset. I couldn't get back the most important thing, my old tank. For me and many others, this moment killed the whole game. And that's exactly the reason why this time we kept the parameters at the same level, sacrificing everything else. Now I hear you, you're worried that the balance of the game will be ruined due to early access to the highest modifications. But there is one important point. Before the rebalance, you could get the most powerful tank as a Warrant Officer 5. After the rebalance, some kids gave you early access to the same equipment. And now, in some cases, you can get a hold of a Mark 7 at the same rank. However, the basic parameters of damage and protection for a current fully upgraded Mark 7 are only double that of a Mark 1. Compare that to the triple difference between an M0 and M3 fully upgraded. As you can see, the effect on the game balance is much less drastic than it sounds. More importantly, the current situation is just a transition period. It's a temporary phenomenon, and the balance will soon be restored as we continue playing on our accounts.
While many are confused about the new modifications, there are some who would like to roll them back to zero. Crazy? Well, yep. That's practically a definition of a parkourist. But yeah, we get it. Parkour is all about finding the right gear to bend the laws of physics to your whim. And since we love what those crazy tankers do, we're happy to fulfill their wish. If you have an upgraded Wasp and you'd like to roll it back, just write a forum PM to the account Downgrade Wasp Mark 1 with the subject Rollback my Wasp. You have until 2 AM UTC on January 30th. After that, we'll stop accepting requests, and we'll run a rollback on all accounts that requested it. Here are 3 important points to keep in mind. First of all, this is the only time we'll be doing this. If you miss the deadline on January 30th, you will not get another opportunity. Second, the rollback is final. Once it's done and there's no going back. So think carefully about your decision. Third, the rollback will be to a basic Mark 1. No upgrades. To review the details, visit the special forum thread. The link is in the description. You've been waiting for this all year. The latest installment of our famous quiz, The Game, starts on the 30th of January. It will last 5 days, and you can expect every day to be pretty challenging. When working out the scores, we'll be taking into account not just that you answered correctly, but also how quickly you managed to do it. So you have to work hard. We promise you're gonna enjoy these puzzles a lot, especially considering the cool main prize that's waiting for you. Registration for the game opens at 9 AM UTC on January 29th. The contest itself starts on the next day. After the 5 days are over, you'll have another day to resubmit any incorrect or missing answers. Winners will be announced on February 5th. The main prizes will be a dream tank and a smartphone. But that's not all. You can read more about the rules of the game and prizes by following the link in the description. Our new game client is finally here. Yes, this is the client that supports discrete graphics cards and laptops. But that's not the only cool thing about it. The new client enables you to turn on anisotropic filtering in the settings. For those who are not familiar with this, anisotropic filtering is a technology that allows you to make remote objects look better. This technology has long been used in games and gives great results. You can enable it in the graphics settings in the game and select a value from 1 to 16. The higher the value, the better any distant objects and surroundings will look. Of course, it will also increase the load on your computer, so play around with the slider and choose the value that gives you the best balance between visuals and performance. Keep in mind that any changes will only take effect after entering a battle. Another technical change in our client is for the battle chat feature. Previously, sending a chat message during a battle led to a huge drop in performance. And of course, that sucked. Additionally, lots of players used this to troll other players. Now we have caught and fixed this annoying bug. Nothing more will distract you during the game. Remember when we talked about reworking Thunder? We also mentioned that the same fate would soon befall our beloved Smokey. It's okay, you can relax. We're starting with Vulcan. As with Thunder, the changes will affect shells. In its current version, Vulcan's firing mechanism feels like a laser beam that deals constant damage over time. With the change in mechanics, Vulcan will instead be firing individual shots, a barrage of shells fired in a very short period of time, and the damage will now be from every hit individually. And since we're treating them as shells, their ballistics will behave accordingly. So the shell will not hit the target instantly, but will require a brief period of traveling time. Additionally, its lethal force will decrease over long distances. There will be a couple more changes, including the removal of the recoil effect on your tank and your opponents. Changes in projectile type also require additional work, so we'll also be redoing all the sounds from scratch. And since we're on a roll, we've also decided that with the release of the update, Vulcan will receive a new Ultra skin with increased detail, animations, and shot effects. The 12th Clan Championship has come to an end. Our heartfelt congratulations go to the champions, the Penguins Clan. They spent the whole year winning a series of major tournaments under the leadership of their captain Final Stage. They even won the Setups and Domination Series tournaments. Congratulations! Now we're gearing up for Masters of the Sword, which is a favorite among many of our players. We'll be starting with the solo version, which is a one-on-one duel in XP-BP format. Then we'll be moving to the clan version, featuring team battles in the light format. In the meantime, while you wait for Masters of the Sword, we invite you to take part in the fun Blitz Exotic tournaments. These are team tournaments that are held in unusual formats, prizes for the winners, and good fun for everyone. All the details are in the links in the description. You've been worried about modifications all week, but what's been worrying our YouTubers? Let's find out. Some of you are big fans of Juggernaut mode. Some of you even know what's the best drone for this game. No matter what turret you have, this death machine will destroy a Juggernaut. Watch Mr. Railgun's video and find out the best strategies. Challenges. Skill Pavlitos definitely doesn't back out of anything. Here he goes again, completing challenges submitted by his viewers, including filling the middle of the duel map with mines, so you can't even see the floor. And that's all for today. See you in a week. And don't forget, 1, 2, 3. Last time, you had to guess how much time it would take Mammoth to deliver the flag. And the correct answer is C, 3 minutes 21 seconds. Here are our winners, and here's the new question.